Welcome in for another episode of 704 Unfiltered. I'm your host, Nick Sturdivant. We have a special guest like we do every week. So our next guest is a father, husband, nonprofit leader, author, so many other things. Soon to be podcast host. We'll get into it. He's a man who's creating necessary spaces for men, fathers, to be vulnerable while also providing support. He chronicles his journey as a father through his book, A Father's Voice, Raising a Son with Autism. Man, we have the man of the hour. Welcome, Antonio Tolson Sr. I want to put that senior on the end, put some respect on your name.
Thank you, sir. How you doing, Nick?
I'm good, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to do this, man. Your wife was here. Tanya was here recently, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's an Eagles fan. I'm not down on her for being an Eagles fan, by the way.
House was divided. But
who's your squad?
It was the Cowboys. I've been a fan actually since I was AJ age, about 8.
Yeah.
Last time that they won the Super Bowl, and as I got older, I acquired my own money and means. I started going to the games. I'm a huge memorabilia collector, so I would get the jerseys and go to the collector shows and get them signed and take pictures, whatever. I went to at least 2 or 3 games a year, and I realized I'm not getting a return on my investment. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of all the stuff that comes with being a fan.
What was the moment? What was the play? Was it okay? I'm thinking back in time. There was the Dez Bryant no catch. There's the Tony Romo botched snap. There were the Dak Prescott injuries. What was it that you said, I can't do this no more?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was.
I knew you knew exactly what it was.
I guess it's about 3 years ago. They had this cigar bar in Cornelius. I don't remember what it was called. And really, really nice bar. I mean, they were one of my frat brothers. And the DJ, he told the DJ to go play Teddy Pendergraft's song. I can't remember. The name is slipping my mind right now. Something about being a fool. And he played that song, and I felt this small, man. And I said, you know what? I ain't doing this no more. I'm done. Man, I've been thinking about, for some reason, I felt like it could possibly change.
Yeah.
It could possibly change. Yeah. And in fact, that's the game they played the Packers. And I think it was like, I think the score was like 48-20 or something crazy like serious? That. Yeah, and I'm like, man, I done spent money on this food.
Oh, there was the
you remember the one that was in Dallas?
Yeah. And we hyped him up too. And I say we, the media, we hyped him up. We were like, all right, yeah, they okay, Cowboys Super Bowl year, and they flubbed, man. They flubbed hard, man.
And when the DJ played that song and everybody was in there looking at me, pointing at me, laughing, yeah, I said I'll never be a fool again.
Oh man,
I'm done.
I'm a diehard Panthers fan, so it's gonna take a lot for me to get off that.
I mean,
and we've had some disappointment, and not as many as the Cowboys, because y'all been around. That wasn't a shot. I promise that wasn't a shot.
It's all right.
But look, 2 Super Bowls. We lost 2 Super Bowls. We've the Jake Delhomme game in the divisional round 20 years ago, or almost 20 years ago, when he threw 5 interceptions. The Cam Newton injury.
But respectfully, Nick, like
1-16.
They still don't put the expectations on the Panthers like they do the Cowboys.
Oh no, not even close. Not even close. I don't even want to go and compare. I respect the fan base of the Cowboys. I respect that organization. Everything y'all have gone through. And I say, because you're not even on that you're not even on that, I would say not bandwagon, but you're not even on that squad anymore. You're not with that squad anymore. But as a fan base, I respect it because, man, every year, man, they come back.
And I actually give my son props, man, because he followed his mama to the Eagles, and that's the matter of fact, that's the year
they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they went to the Super Bowl.
They lost to the Chiefs.
They lost to the Chiefs that year, but they won. What the year after that or something like that? They didn't win. They won the
2
year.
years after.
They
that.
won.
Yeah,
2 years after that.
Yeah.
And I told my son, I said, "Look, bro, I don't want you to be miserable like me. Go be happy." Go be happy.
Man, look what football does to us, man. Like we in football season right around the corner.
It was bad, Nick. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I wish you would have asked my wife this. When the Cowboys would lose, I wouldn't talk to my family for a week. It was that bad. I said, man, I'm gonna lose my family messing with people that don't even know me.
I'm glad you got off that,
I'm not
man.
even getting nothing out of this. I need to let this go.
They need to give you a 10-day contract. That's
They
what
need to give me something.
Where you from, man?
Originally from Washington, D.C., man.
Okay. I heard it in the accent. I went to school with a lot of Maryland, a lot of D.C. folk.
Yeah.
Washington, D.C. Talk about growing up in D.C.
It was cool, man. It was cool. You know, you have your people that you know, everybody's trying to figure it out, trying to make it. You know, obviously, you know, there's situations where some people go right and there's some people that go left. I was fortunate one of those people that went left.
Yeah.
Everybody don't make it out, unfortunately.
What part of D.C. did you grow up in?
Southeast.
Southeast. Okay. I was about to say Southeast, but I didn't want to overstep on that one.
Yeah.
Was the last time you've been back to D.C.? I know we like right up the street, but 6 hours though.
It's probably been almost about 2 years now.
Okay.
The reason why I honestly haven't went back is because when I moved here in 2013, you know, when you move to a new city, you really find out who your real friends are.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people who I thought were my friends, I've never seen or heard from them again since I've been here. And that really gave me it was like an eye opener for me. Like, you know, you don't know. You like I said, you realize who your real friends are when you're not around anymore. The calls slowly stop. You know, everything stops. And I get, you know, and I get everyone has their own life and people married and have kids and whatever. But, you know, we're in a technology era where, you know, it only takes 5 seconds to send a text message.
Thinking about you, bro.
And I realized those relationships were only lasting because I was making them last. So I had to. I did what I needed to do to cut off the relationship.
You said you moved here in 2013. Did you move here from DC? Okay, so you why Charlotte, man? What was the move to Charlotte?
CIAA, man.
Oh Lord!
And this was before I met my wife.
Oh,
for the record,
man. CIAA. You went 1 year and you said, "Oh, I got to."
Well, the story is you're gonna like this part of the story. So my best friend, his name is Mark, your frat brother. Went to Shaw.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, man, I just became a CMPD officer in Charlotte or whatever." This is when he was still in Raleigh. He said, "You ever been to Raleigh? I mean, you ever been to Charlotte?" I said, "No, I ain't never been to Charlotte." He said, "You been to CIAA?" I said, "What's that?" He told me what it was. This was like 2008. And I'm like, "No, I don't know what it is." He's like, "Well, you know, if you as long as you get down here, I got you. I got somewhere for you to, you can stay with me, whatever. We'll figure it out when you get here." I came down here in 2008. I had fun. Came back in 2009. I had fun. Came back in 2010. Had fun. And this time I think I had so much fun. I'm like, man, when I leave this time, I'm coming back. I'm going to be a resident of Shaw. I'm already going to be here when I come back. And that's what I did.
So you had so much fun at CIAA, motivated. Outside of was it anything outside of CIAA? Was it the city? Was it?
No.
It's a slower pace?
No.
It was just CIAA?
It was strictly CIAA.
You know
and it was something different. I will tell you that. It was something different. It was something that I wasn't used to. And I think that's if I'm being honest, Nick, that's one of the other things that I liked. It was something different.
Yeah.
Walking down the street, people saying hello, and I'm looking at them like,
That Southern hospitality,
What's
man.
wrong with him?
What's his problem?
Yeah, what's his problem? Why are you smiling so much? But now I'm used to it. I love Charlotte. I actually wish I would have moved here soon. I love Charlotte.
Man,
Charlotte is dope.
Charlotte, North Carolina in general. I mean, North Carolina is so big and it's so different. Every pocket of the state is so different, but it's such a unique state, man. I think people move down here and they don't want to leave, man. No matter what part. Raleigh,
Me.
Yeah, right. There you go. You don't want to leave. You don't want to go back to D.C. Well, when did you meet your wife?
I met my wife in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, I met her in 2010. We were still in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna move to Charlotte next year, and I think she called my bluff. And I'm like, I'm leaving in June, and I'm like, yo, I want this to work, but with or without you, I'm leaving.
Salute.
And she, I don't think she took me seriously until I pulled up with the U-Haul van.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, so she's like, okay, I'm with him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, we came down here a couple of times to get her used to it, because I felt like I was a native. I've been down here so much.
Right.
So I got her acquainted with things and what was going on, and I don't think she particularly liked it at first,
Mm-hmm.
but like anything else, it grows on you as you start meeting people. And
Because he's from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start meeting people and doing different stuff, and we really didn't have a village until AJ was born in 2017. And now she loves it too.
You talk about AJ, man. As a father, man, I'm not a father yet. I'd say yet because I want to have kids one day.
Mm-hmm.
But how did that change your life, man? When you found out your wife was pregnant and then going through that journey?
Man, it changed my life tremendously, man. AJ has taught me patience. He's taught me a different type of love. He's taught me about perseverance. It's just it's an unconditional love that I can't explain unless you're a father.
Yeah.
You just love differently. Sometimes I just look at him and I'm like, wow, like I made you. Yeah, man, that's my boy, man. Like I do everything with AJ.
That's your best friend.
Man, it is like a little broke me. Like a little broke me, man. I take him to all the games with me, football, basketball. I take him to Hornets games. If I have to travel and go somewhere, like it's to the point now. Well, I can speak for Tanya too. Like if people invite us somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
before they even finish what they're saying yes, AJ can come, because most times I won't go unless AJ's with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go.
That's so different from previous generations, right? Where like it is we're leaving the kids at home, we're leaving the kids with a babysitter, with a grandma, granddad. Like kids can't come. And now I feel like that's changing, right? The younger parents are like, "Nah, I want to bring my kids with me. My kids are my best friends. I want my kids to see this experience."
Yes, that's the main thing for me. Me and Tanya, we like to travel different places. We like to do different things. We actually like to do stay vacations. That's fun stuff that we like to do, like experience different hotels in the city, different restaurants in the city.
There's beautiful hotels, beautiful restaurants,
and AJ be right there with me.
Yeah,
I want him to experience it. When I get on the plane, I wanted him to experience first class. So I bought a first class ticket for me and him to be on the plane.
Word.
Yeah.
What age was he diagnosed or with autism? And I guess when did you start seeing the signs where you guys needed to get him checked out?
He was diagnosed in 2019.
Okay.
Yep. The lady came to the house. She pretty much just gave us a piece of paper and said, "Your son has autism, and this is the stuff that he's not going to be able to do." Long story short, good luck. Have a nice life.
And that was it.
And that was it. and gave me some little pamphlet.
And what was going through your mind when she said all that? Because basically she closed the book on your son.
Well, I want you to keep your radio show, so I can't repeat what I said.
Okay. That's fair.
So, I kindly escorted her out of my house. And I said, nah, that ain't it. So with Tanya being a vice principal at her school, Tanya instantly knew the signs. And we started reaching out for help. And we found him an OT therapist and OT speech and therapist to kind of help us figure out some stuff. It still didn't fill in some of the pieces, but it was a start.
Yeah.
And this is going into COVID. Tanya still was devastated, and I thought to myself, like, man, if we going through this and we have limited resources, how does other people feel?
Yeah.
So that's, in a nutshell, Nick, that's how AJ and the Cool Kids was born.
AJ,
I had a vivid dream about it. I can't make it up. I had a vivid dream about it. It was almost like God spoke to me and was like, this is what you need to do.
Talking to Tanya about you, man, one, it is amazing, like the love that you see in her eye. Like she glows when she talks about you, right? And even more so when she talks about like the relationship between you and AJ, and then the work that you do, right? Like she is, I mean, I'm sure you're a husband, of course you see it, but from somebody from the outside perspective, I'm like, man, that's love right there, man. And that takes a lot of love, and that takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of passion to do a nonprofit and help other people. But it can be exhausting too.
Very.
How do y'all sort of recharge that battery, man, to keep going?
I mean, believe it or not, Nick, it comes from other people.
Yeah.
I'll only speak for myself with this part. Sometimes, as much as me and Tanya do together and separately, sometimes I still feel like it's not enough. Like I could be doing more. And then we'll be, I don't know, at a festival, we'll be at a restaurant, wherever it is. And, someone will recognize us and say, hey, you helped my son get into speech, or you helped my son do this, or you got my son, you made sure his IEP meeting went well.
Yeah.
Those are the small moments for me that lets me know, and I don't want to get too spiritual on your show.
Nah, go ahead, man. Let it go.
But those are the moments that I feel like God says, you thought you weren't doing enough, but I just proved to you that you're doing more than enough, that you're impacting people's lives. And I actually told this story on another podcast. I said that I want to leave such an impact on people's lives when I'm not here anymore, that if someone sees my son in the back of the line, they walk to the back of the line and say, hey, you Antonio Jr., right? Yeah. Man, your mom and your dad really helped, whatever the story is. Yeah. They made such an impact in the autism community. You don't need to be in the back of the line, son. You need to come up to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Like almost like it may be cliche, but almost like the legacy and the impact that Nipsey Hussle has made on all of us since he's passed away.
Yeah.
That's the type of impact that I want to make on the autism community, and just period.
But I feel like you're doing that right now with men, right? Because you just had an event recently.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to spoil it, but and give it away. But can you talk about the event and what it meant for you to create that safe space for men? Because, like you said, to your point, man, we always feel like, man, we're not doing enough. Man, we could be breaking our backs, right? And we feel like we're not doing enough. Man, talk about that event and what you're doing.
I mean, the stuff that I do, I always try to make sure that it comes from a pure place.
Yeah.
I'm a person that doesn't like to do stuff just to do it, because I get bored fast. That's just me. And it came from me. Like when me and Tanya were dealing with AJ having autism, you know, for a couple of years, I realized that I was depressed. And I wasn't depressed, if I'm being honest, I wasn't depressed that AJ had autism. I was depressed because as a husband and as a father, you become a fixer. And when you can't fix something, you know, particularly your wife and your son's problems, it wears down on you. No matter how much money you have or you think you have, no matter how much resources you think you have, this isn't gonna fix that issue. So I decided to do something about it.
How did you climb out? Doing something about it? Was that how you climbed out of that hole?
Yeah, doing something about it. Yeah. And, you know, realizing that I wasn't the only father that was dealing with what I was dealing with, but I decided to do something about it.
You speaking of doing something about it, man, you got a book that I got to check out. It's in my Amazon cart right now. How tough was it to? Was it tough? I don't
It
say
was.
It was okay.
It was very tough.
How tough was it to write that book? Again, I want to give it a shout out to A Father's Voice: Raising a Son with Autism. Man, that's the book, man. Go ahead and purchase it on your Amazon cart, man, or wherever you get books.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I realized, like I just said, I realized writing that book that all those emotions that I was pressing came out in that book. I was trying to hold on to came out writing.
Yeah.
It was times where I had to put the book down for 2 or 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
When it was finished, was it what did that feel like to have it finished, published, and it's out there for the world, man? It's no longer your book. It's the world's book, man. What does that feel like?
It feels amazing. You know, with me being a very introverted, private person,
yeah,
it took a lot for me to even allow myself to be vulnerable like that.
Yeah.
To express my feelings and thoughts for other people to read or hear. But again, it was something that I knew that needed to be done. I knew that was something that I knew other men needed. And most importantly for me, it gets me out of my comfort zone. I mean, even sitting here with you, I wouldn't have never did this interview, if I'm being honest with you.
You're not the first person to say that. But I think it took me a long time, and I think it's just a mentality. Sometimes as men, it's just like, man, let's put our head down, let's work. We don't even have to share anything.
I mean, it's how we were brought up, man.
Yeah,
it's how we were brought up. Like, real men don't cry, real men don't do this, real men don't do that, blah, 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 blah. But then, you start taking it out on people who are there to help you, like your wife, your kids, maybe your friends. And we need to, it's, like I said, man, I wrote it just to try to break some of those barriers. Like, it's all right to not feel okay. It's all right to go see a therapist. I didn't go see a therapist. Yeah. But if that's what you feel like you need to do, then go do that.
1,000%.
You should have, friends in your group that you should be able to talk to with no judgment, and or a listening ear, or whoever that may be. But me, like I said, it's hard for me to ask for help. I've always been that way, unfortunately. But I'm here to do my part, and leave my mark on the world, and most importantly, teach my son differently than the mindset that I was raised with.
Before I get you out of here, man, I would be remiss if I didn't bring it up, man. The gala that's coming up. This episode will be out before the gala happens.
Okay.
Man, what do you look for? Are you I know there's a lot of work that goes into it. I guess what's going through your mind as you prepare for the event, and then when the gala happens, man, what's your favorite part about the gala, man?
The part I like the most, honestly, is having the opportunity to, because we all go through stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, one of the main reasons why I decided to incorporate a gala into what we do is I felt like if I can take 3 or 4 hours to get whatever on your mind, whatever you're going through, away from you to have fun and party with a purpose, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted the opportunity to be able to do.
Yeah.
Second, to answer your other question, to be able to celebrate the families. I'm a person that loves to see other people smiling and having fun. It brings so much joy to me. I don't know why. It's been like that since I was a kid. That's what I enjoy the most, watching everybody get dressed up. Almost like the Jeezy concert where everybody gets that's the feeling.
I don't know why that popped in my mind too. I was thinking of Jeezy. Yeah. The bow tie. Yeah.
That's the feeling that I like.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm chill when it comes to big events. I hate being the center of attention. I'm the chill one, but I love seeing people have a good time. I may be just chilling in the corner or sitting in my chair, but I'm having a great time because I'm watching other people have a great time. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
When can, again, this episode will be out before the gala. Where can folks get tickets? When is the event? Give me all the details, man.
You can go to AJ and the Cool Kids website. The event is at Caremark Health Center in Gastonia, where the Ghost Peppers play.
Yep.
It's August 8th, 7 to 11. It's going to be a dope event. Nick is going to grace us with his presence.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to be there.
We're going to have fun, man. We're going to celebrate a family. We're going to celebrate a family, and we're going to celebrate 2 caregivers.
Okay.
That's another thing that I wanted to incorporate because they don't get enough. They don't get as much recognition as they should.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take the opportunity to celebrate them as well, but also be able to put our flag in the ground as an organization with doing something different than maybe some of the other organizations are. They all do great work.
Yeah.
But I want to constantly do different things to make us different.
Yeah.
I'm all about different, no matter what that looks like. I'm a real advocate of always move to the beat of your own drum, no matter what that looks like.
I just want to say, man, before we get out of here, man, I want to thank you for everything you're doing, man, for these families, you and your wife, Tanya, just being open and honest. We need more of that, especially as men. Sharing your story, sharing your journey, man.
It's hard, man.
It's hard, man.
It's hard.
But it's helping somebody else, man.
Well, that's what that's why I said that's what keeps me going, knowing that I could potentially help other families and other fathers, because I was telling this joke to my wife. I was saying it's amazing how on Mother's Day that you have to reserve the restaurants months in advance, and if you don't, it's gonna be sold out, or you ain't gonna be able to get a table.
Right.
I said, man, you could do the Tootsie Roll for Father's Day. You could just walk in and say, hey, for 4. Right this way.
Right. We had no problem Father's Day getting the table.
See?
Oh man, yo, Antonio Tolson Sr, man, thank you for joining us, man. You got to come back. This is you're here on this show, but you got to come back to the studio, man.
Yeah,
for
please,
another time. Yeah.
please, man, have me.
And I can't wait for the gala, man. Thank you as always to everybody who watches, who tunes in, clicks, likes, comments, the feedback I get on Instagram and social media. I thank y'all. The text messages I get. Thank y'all for watching. This is another episode of 704 Unfiltered. See you guys, God willing, next week.